Is crossing your legs really that bad? Welcome, and if this is your first time, my name is Ashley Osier and I'm the posture specialist. If you are interested in improving your posture, decreasing pain, and enhancing your overall wellness, make sure to subscribe and click the bell so that you don't miss anything. Crossing your legs is problematic when that is a position that you're in, a posture that you're in for an extended period of time, to the point where it's creating muscle memory. Your body is making adaptations based upon that muscle memory, and that is impacting your structure. It's impacting your function, or how your body responds or recovers when you get injured, or if you have an illness. It's impacting bilateral equality. It's impacting whether you're weak in one muscle, you're tight in another muscle, right? You see where I'm going? If one muscle is longer and the other one is shorter, these kinds of things are really important. So, crossing the legs is not a horrible thing if you are moving in and out of it. And I've said this before in other videos. If you're holding a position for an extended period of time, that's where we have an issue. Now, I do work on my corrective exercises even though I move in and out of leg crossing. So just because you move in and out of your leg crossing or your other posture dysfunction, your posture pattern, and your discrepancies does not mean that you should no longer do your corrective exercises. We still need to make those changes in the structure that have occurred because of the muscle memory that has happened from poor posture habits in the past. With that, here are my corrective exercises. I'm all about giving people simple corrective exercises and stretches that they can implement, that are practical, that are actionable, that are repeatable, so that you can make as effortless of corrections as possible. And that is just keeping my feet together, touching my ankle bones together, and touching my knees together. And that is a massive help for me. When I'm touching my like my ankle bones and my knees together, I can actually feel that. You know, having those posture hooks, I did a video on that as well, and having those posture hooks are so important. It's really essential that we figure out, once we have that corrective exercise to do, and it's really nice and simple, actionable, practical, right? We want to figure out, okay, what part of this exercise can I hook myself in? And really make that happen. Really make the effort to digest, you know, get it in your muscle memory, to remember, to implement, and not forget that particular correction. Okay, so we're going to take our tennis ball, placing it in between my knees. My feet are together. My ankles are touching. I'm in my 3-lock mountain, and I'm staying nice and lengthened. It helps for me to press the knees against the ball, just to give some muscle memory of how I'm supposed to be sitting. So it's kind of like a posture hook. And I've talked to you guys about posture hooks in the past. I've done a video on that. I will stream that up here so that you can check that out at the end of this video. I can be back in my seat and I can have the ball in between my knees. It is a huge, massive help. I've got my pelvic lock engaged, the diaphragm lock is engaged, the throat lock is engaged, and I can just sit and work on my seated posture without crossing my legs. If you have multiple postural discrepancies, you know, I've gone over the list and you say, Ashley, I've got the whole thing. I do the whole thing. How am I going to be able to get it corrected? It's going to take forever. Do it one at a time. Get the throat lock in. If you're forward head, just work on the throat lock. Work on the throat lock for a month. The goal is to have your muscles remember so that you're adapting and making those micro corrections that are going to build and stick. And then you're going to have a new step to move forward on. And if you just practice one at a time, I know there's the 3-lock mountain, and the 3-lock mountain is really, really important. It is the best exercise to correct your posture overall, to improve your posture every single day, hands down. But if you have so many postural discrepancies, just do one at a time. Make it realistic, make it an effortless practice as much as possible for yourself. If you have a hard time with crossing your legs, give this a try. Let me know in the comments down below how those kind of like little posture hook details that I stated, whether or not those help you. If you have questions, definitely leave those in the comment section down below. I also have my email address that's going to be down in the drop box below. Follow me on Instagram. I'm going to be doing other things on Patreon that I am not doing here and I am not doing on Instagram, but I will be including my posts and my videos on Patreon, so I would love to see you on that platform. If you want continued education and other kinds of wellness things that are not on this channel or on my Instagram, Patreon is going to be the place to go. I am going to be putting those playlists around my body here. Make sure to check those out, and I will see you in the next video. Happy posturing.